You still wish to plead true to violation of condition 14? I'm sorry? Court will find violation of condition number 14 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
It is to deny the motion to adjudicate guilt, continuing on his deferred.
2020 CR 2615, State of Texas versus Antonio Castano. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, and Your Honor.
Defense?
James Shimoda for defense.
Are you Mr. Castano?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Mr. Castano, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And counsel, you were appointed to represent Mr. Castano today.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had enough time to confer with your client?
And I have, Judge.
And are you waiving the notice?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Castano, are you the same Antonio Castano who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 2615 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on February 25th, 2021 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
This is where one decision could mean freedom, or up to 20 years behind bars. Antonio Castano is back in court, not for a new crime, but for violating probation tied to an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon case. Now here's the twist. He admits the violation. No fight. No denial. So why isn't this case already over? Because what happens next isn't about guilt, it's about whether the system believes he deserves another chance, or whether he's out of chances completely.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 14. As of the 16th day of November 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Antonio O. Castano is in there failed to apply for, provide documentation of attendance, and complies with the rules, regulations, instructions, and financial agreements as directed by the court and/or supervisor or supervision officer and/or the head of or authorized personnel of the following program, anger management class, in violation of condition number 14.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? I'm sorry?
True.
Right. State.
We'll waive the remaining violated conditions, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, Judge.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition 14, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 14?
No.
I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 14 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
It is to deny the motion to adjudicate guilt, continue on his deferred, extend the individual for 2 years on his deferred, and to have a TAP evaluation done while in custody. In particular, in this case, he's missed 3 TAP evaluations.
Okay. Is that the agreement?
That is the agreement, Judge.
All right, Mr. Castano, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Antonio Castano.
All right. Do you have any support to help you?
No, ma'am.
All right. Are you employed?
No, ma'am. Yeah, under Social Security.
All right. And are you receiving Social Security because of your age or something else?
My age, yeah.
All right.
But it was cut in half because of arrears, you know. That's why I'm only getting $3.99 a month.
I'm sorry, what?
Arrears, social support, I cut it in half. That's why I'm only getting $3.99 now, you know. So,
Is there a reason you're not showing up for your TAP evaluation?
no, ma'am. You know, I was aware of,
Well,
you know,
Judge, from what we talked, I know he sometimes has problems remembering, but he has transportation issues from what he's telling me. He doesn't have regular transportation. Maybe you can tell the judge about how when you try to go, sometimes you have transportation issues.
yes, ma'am. Yes, I live 21 South by Arcos County and Bexar County, you know, right there by right before getting to Calma, David, Texas, towards Pleasanton. And it's kind of hard to get transportation, you know, from over there, you know. And the bus goes down from Roosevelt and Port Penn, And I live 3 miles south of 1604 or 281 South.
Okay, so here's the court's question. I can continue him on deferred adjudication, have him do the TAP evaluation while in custody, but how is he going to report to probation? And how is he going to get his UAs done?
Well, Judge, for the most part, he actually has been able to show up to probation, except for those 2 dates. So he's been taking the bus and finding the way in there. And so he's just, he wants to avoid prison, Judge. And he understands the importance that this is his first MTR, but if he doesn't do the things he's going to do, that he's looking at 20 years. And so he's going to find a way to get to where he needs to be. That's what he's saying.
That's not a small moment. That's a legal admission. He's telling the court, yes, I violated probation. At this point, the judge doesn't need a trial. She already has enough to revoke his probation and send him to prison, potentially for up to 20 years. So now the entire case shifts. This isn't about proving anything anymore. It's about damage control. Question is, if you were the judge, would you show leniency after that admission?
Probation?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So I'm being told by Mr. Castano that where he lives, there are not buses out there. He has to go to Roosevelt to catch a bus. Unless he moves, there's never going to be a bus out where he lives. And so sometimes he'll be able to make it to probation. Sometimes he won't be able to make it to probation. I don't know how we solve this issue. Even if he were to get a bus pass, it doesn't do any good because the buses, he would still have to get from point A to point B. And he's on a fixed income with Social Security. And he's telling me that they're already deducting money from his Social Security for child support.
Judge, I think our concerns were you reported regularly for quite some time, and then
He fell off.
fell off.
So my pickup went out, man. My pickup, I blew the motor off my pickup. It left me handicapped, Then it's kind of hard to walk because of my hernia, So that made it worse, I mean, I was looking for a place into town, like housing, low income, at the time,
I'm sorry. So just a second. Maybe it's me, but I couldn't understand a thing that was said. And I know if I can't understand a thing that's said, and for me, I only understood 10% of what you said. So that means that Diana, the court reporter, probably understood 20%. So did you say that you had a truck?
Right then, yes, ma'am, at first.
So you had a truck,
At one time, yes, ma'am.
and did the truck break down?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So after the truck broke down, you had a hernia,
Yes, ma'am.
and the hernia made it difficult for you to walk?
More, yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's what was said, Diana. So I will follow your agreement. But what I can tell you, I think I'm envisioning us coming back here because he doesn't have a truck.
Your Honor, does he have the ability to Zoom?
Do you know how to Zoom?
Man, I could learn them, like I said, I'm not educated. I only went to 8th grade,
All right. So he only went to 8th grade and maybe he can learn how to Zoom, but as of now, he does not know how to Zoom.
man.
So this is the issue. These were our main concerns, just so that the court is aware. He stopped reporting. We did not know the issues that he was having because there was no communication. So with that and with his non-completion of his classes, those are our main issues. There were some positive UAs in 2022.
You can hear the frustration, the confusion, even the judge struggling to understand him. But underneath that, there's something more important. A man trying to explain why his life fell apart, and not quite being able to communicate it clearly. And in court, that's dangerous. Because if you can't explain your situation, it can look a lot like you don't have one.
his latest urinalysis came back negative,
All right, and what were the
So-
positives alleged to be?
methamphetamine.
All right. Okay,
And so we tried to do the tap, but he failed to report for the tap evaluation several times, so we can't give a recommendation for any treatment services because we don't know what the issue is.
all right, this is what the court is gonna do. And if you all have an issue about what I'm gonna ask for, you can tell me, and maybe we'll come up with something else. This is the only plan I have. Deny the motion, alter the amend conditions to include a TAP evaluation while in custody, follow recommendations of the TAP, and he's allowed to report by phone. And I'm gonna ask for field visits one time per month for 4 months. And then if there are no issues with his testing and no issues with the field visits, then we'll reduce the field visits to one time every 3 months for 4 months. And then after that, at probation's discretion. Does anybody have a better idea?
Your Honor, can we confirm he lives in Bear County?
Do you live in Bear County?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, he lives in Bear County.
And what is going to be, are we extending it for 2 years or he is set to expire at this point next month?
We'll extend it for a year. All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need?
Yes, I want to, I'm sorry for all this, and, but of course, I want to thank you. You know,
All right.
I think
Oh,
this
you're welcome.
seriously, this is serious.
All right, this is what we do. We're trying to figure things out, but we're off the record. You've got to stay in contact with people and communicate. Nobody knows you have a bus problem issue unless you tell us. Okay? All right, good luck to you.
In the end, this case wasn't about whether Antonio Castano violated probation. He admitted that. It was about whether the court believed he could realistically succeed moving forward. And instead of sending him to prison, the judge chose a middle path. Extend probation, add structure, and adapt the system, phone reporting, field visits, and evaluation. That decision sends a clear message. Accountability matters, but so does practicality. Because justice isn't just punishment, it's whether the outcome actually works. If this courtroom moment made you think differently about how the system works, hit like, drop your opinion in the comments. Should he have been sent to prison? And subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns.